Good morning and welcome to Mission Control Houston. We're inside the International Space Station Flight Control Room, where this team is monitoring systems aboard the station and following along with the activities of the Expedition 30 crew living and working on board the complex. Half of the crew on board the space station is focusing on its return to Earth after 5.5 months in space. That includes Expedition 30 Commander NASA astronaut Dan Burbank and cosmonauts Anton Shkaplerov and Anatoly Ivanishin. Those crew members are in the midst of a review of procedures for their undocking and return to Earth, which is scheduled for this Friday. Shkaplerov is the commander of the Soyuz TMA-22 spacecraft that brought the crew members to the station in November and will be returning them to Earth. The other 3 crew members on board the station are focusing on some maintenance work and unpacking and relocating some equipment. That includes NASA astronaut Don Pettit, cosmonaut Oleg Kononenko, and European Space Agency astronaut Andrei Kuipers. Some of the equipment being relocated today has to do with the cargo that was delivered on the European Space Agency's Automated Transfer Vehicle 3, Eduardo Amalde. Pettit is working on moving some of that cargo from its temporary stowage place as it was offloaded from that vehicle. It was placed inside the station, and now items are being unpacked and placed in their final locations. And then packing foam and bags are being returned to that cargo vehicle for later disposal. The crew members are also relocating some of the food on board the station to help with the storage of cargo, moving some from the Unity node area into the storage module, the pressurized module attached to the station. Crew members are also participating in experiments, they themselves being participants in research on humans and living in space, collecting biological samples, and then also collecting data from experiments that are operating on board the station for return to Earth to the scientists monitoring those experiments also on the ground. The crew members will spend much of this week getting ready for 3 of them returning to Earth, reviewing procedures, and on Wednesday, Burbank will be handing over command of the space station to Kononenko. And then Expedition 31 will officially begin when the Soyuz crew departs the station on Friday. The change of command ceremony on Wednesday will air live on NASA television at 2 p.m. Central Time. And the crew will be departing the station early Friday morning with coverage planned for that series of events also, with the crews bidding each other farewell as the Soyuz crew gets inside its vehicle and closes the hatch overnight, Thursday into Friday morning. And then the crew inside the Soyuz gets ready for undocking, which is scheduled in the early morning hours Friday morning, U.S. time. That coverage begins at 3 a.m. Central Time on Friday. Following that, we'll come back with coverage for the deorbit burn and landing of the Soyuz, with that coverage scheduled to begin at 5:30 a.m. Central Time, and the crew and its Soyuz scheduled to land in Kazakhstan at 6:45 a.m. Central Time on Friday.